Hey guys, MJB Cuber here, and right now I'll be doing the second episode in my CFOP series. So if you watched my first episode in the CFOP series, it was the cross and F2L tutorial. So I didn't actually cover the cross, because I figured if you're trying to learn F2L, you know how to do the cross. So, now that we've got that covered, this episode is going to be OLL. In case you didn't know, that stands for orienting the last layer, or basically getting all the L's on top. This is going to be 2-look OLL, because there is 1-look OLL, which involves 57 algorithms, or 2-look, which involves 10. Now, 10 still sounds like a lot of algorithms. However, 3 of them you'll already know, or 1 of them you already know. 2 of them are just like that one, and then another one is extremely similar to those ones. So it might sound really confusing about what I'm saying right now, but in other words, to say simply, you're going to have 4 of them down as soon as you basically start this, if you use the beginner's method. So, now that I've said that, let's get started. So the first step in OLL, 2-look version, is getting the cross. So that you would have yellow here, 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 and here. Obviously, I expect you to know that you need the first 2 layers solved already, as I do. So now, since we're doing 2-look, we need to get the cross, just like the beginner's method. So, in the beginner's method, the one I use at least, they told you to use this algorithm over and over. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. So I will not be putting that one on screen because you don't need to memorize that one yet. So, about algorithms, before I get to all the algorithms, I need to say one thing. I will be using some algorithms with small letters, or lowercase letters. For example, a lowercase r prime would be like this, using 2 layers, like this. Grabbing both layers, turning them both. But a regular r prime with the capital is only this layer. Just clearing that up. So, like I said, cross is first. Now, as I said before, generally, in the beginner's method, you're taught to use the algorithm F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime over and over until you get it. However, in 2-look OLL, there's a different, faster method to do this. So, there are 3 cases with the cross. One case is a dot, so there's no other edges in. Now, we don't care about the corners. No matter what color they are, the corners do not matter yet. That is the second step of 2-look OLL. So, right now, we don't care about any corners, so we're going to cover up those because we only care about this, 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 and this. So, if we look right now, only the center is in, which it always will be. So, this is the dot case, because all we see is a dot. The algorithm for the dot case goes like this. Now you see, we've solved the cross. So, like I said, we don't care about the corners while solving the cross, but now for the next step we will. So that's how you solve the dot case. The next case is having an L shape like this. Now, an L shape that does not face a corner like this does not count. For example, if you had an L that went like this, so it was kind of like that, would not count. The only L shapes I care about are the ones that go like this and have a corner boxing it out. So in the beginner's method I used, what you would do is do the FRU, R prime, F prime algorithm twice. However, this one is different. You hold it so that the L is facing your right. So I am sitting right here right now, behind the cube. So I'm holding it so that this corner that the L goes around is facing my right. So, now that you have it like this, you perform this algorithm. Note that did have little f's involved, so that's taking f with another layer. However, it is the FRURUF prime algorithm, and it's fairly easy. So instead of doing two algorithms, you do that one. One more case for the edges. The final case for the edges is the bar. That's when you have one entire line of solved. This case, of course, besides the solved case, is the easiest. You hold it so that the bar is facing like this. Not facing you like this, but facing parallel to you like this. Take the cube and perform this algorithm. And you'll have the plus on top. Now for my three examples, it has always had these two corners solved. It will not always have that during actual OLL. Now off to the first case. The first case, in getting all of the corners to the correct space in OLL, is called Sune. It's spelled S-U-N-E. Don't ask me why it's called that, I don't know. So, the way to solve Sune is to hold it so that it's facing downward like this. Now, there are two Sune cases. You can recognize them by seeing it's almost like a fish. So yeah, like here's the head, here's the tail. But basically, it's a plus with only one solved corner. So there are two kinds of Sunes. Regular Sune is when you hold it like this, and you have a yellow right here. So that's what all we're focusing on right now. This, so as you see we have the plus solved, we have Sune because only one of the corners is already placed in. And if you look at it like this, going downward so that the arrow points that way, we have a yellow right here. So this is Sune. Hold it like this so that it's going downward, and perform this algorithm. And now you have all the yellows on top. Next case is anti-Sune. So anti-Sune, at first glance, looks the same as Sune. It has one solved corner and the cross. So by the way, Sune could look like this or like this, but you always hold it so that it's facing this way. Now to recognize that it's anti-Sune, like before, there should be yellow there. However, there's no yellow in that corner when it's facing that way. The yellow is over here. For anti-Sune, the way to solve it is take it from the position that Sune was in, turn it this way, so that now the arrow is pointing up like that, and perform this algorithm. And you solve all the yellow, sorry. Next case is going to be headlights. So this next case is headlights. Now you recognize it's headlights when there are two unsolved corners and they're facing like this. Now if you're wondering why it's called headlights, picture this as a car. It's almost like the two shining lights coming at you. So there are two kinds of cases when you have two unsolved corners and two solved. There's one of them that looks like this, with the two facing out. However, right now, we have this case, headlights. Well, it looks like a car because the two headlights are shooting out like this. So, the way to solve headlights is to hold it so that the headlights are facing you and perform this algorithm. And now you have all the yellows on top. Now, to the next case, double headlights. So the next case is called double headlights. And as you can figure, it is headlights, but two of them. So we have a pair of headlights here flip the cube around, pair of headlights here. So, the way to solve this case is holding one of the pair of headlights in the front, one in the back. Doesn't matter which, just hold them like that. The algorithm to solve this is and you've solved it. Now the next case is Chameleon Eyes. So the next case, as I said, is called Chameleon Eyes. Now, if you're wondering why it has such a weird name, it's because it looks the same as headlights at first glance, because it has two solved, two unsolved. However, they're not facing the front, they're facing the side. So, if you've ever looked at the picture of a chameleon, they have eyes that kind of go sideways, like to the side almost. But it kind of looks like this. So, maybe I'll leave a link in the description to a picture of a chameleon in case you doubt me. But chameleon eyes is when it looks like headlights, except not in front, they're on the two sides. So, the way to solve this is holding the unsolved little side. So, we have these two solved bars right here. Hold them on the left, and the unsolved bar on the right, and perform this algorithm. And you've solved OLL. The next case is Chameleon Headlights. So this case is Chameleon Headlights. You recognize it because on one side has chameleon eyes, like I just showed you, and on the other side has headlights with no solved edges, corners. We have headlights here, chameleon eyes here. The way to solve this is holding it so that the headlights are on the left, chameleon eyes on the right, like this. So headlights on the left, chameleon eyes on the right. Perform this algorithm. And then you solve this OLL case. The final case is the Bowtie case. You can recognize this case by looking at the solved corners already and the edges, and seeing that you have almost a bow tie shape. You can also recognize it by having two diagonal unsolved corners. So, before you perform the algorithm, you have to hold it so that the two corners are diagonal. One, the one closer to you, is on the left, and the other one, the one farther away from you, is on the right. However, there's two ways to do this. There's this way, and of course you can go this way. But only one of the ways is correct. It is when the one closer to you has yellow on the front. For example, this way. See how the one closer to me, the corner closer to me, has yellow on the front. If you go this way though, and you have it like this, the one closer to me does not have yellow on the front. Have to hold it so that they're like this, and yellow on the front. Then you perform this algorithm. Now I did that rather fast, so I'll show you guys again. So hold it so that you have one closer to you on the left, one farther from you on the right, and so that the yellow's in the front. So it's not this way, but this way. And you do this algorithm. Now I'm tilting it slightly to the right so that you guys can see I'm using B moves. In real life, I perform the algorithm this way. However, it's tough for me to show you doing B moves, which is back. See, right now I'm doing them, you don't even know. Well, you can hear it probably, but if I was just doing an algorithm, you probably wouldn't notice. So I'm just doing that to show you that I'm using B moves. I'll show you one more time. So you hold it so that they're like this. Closer one to you on the left, farther one from you on the right. Yellow on the front on the left one. Okay, so now that you know all the OLL cases, I'll give you some tips on how to memorize them, stuff like that. So if you don't memorize them, if you haven't memorized them all yet, I strongly recommend you memorize them all because 2 look OLL and 2 look PLL, which I both which I know both, have dropped my times drastically. So, the way I memorized them was going one algorithm a day. So I would get the algorithm, I would write it down, I would say it, I would perform the algorithm slowly, and I would speed up and speed up. Now, I would not start going blind with it until I was very comfortable doing it looking. So I performed the algorithm maybe 30 times while looking, another 20 maybe doing it blind after you're comfortable with it. Then try speed solving it during a speed solve. So just try to do it pretty fast. I did one algorithm a day, probably did 100 repetitions, and it really just sunk into my memory, and I learned OLL in a week, PLL in 3 weeks, because the case recognition is much harder in PLL. But overall, you should definitely learn these algorithms. Not that hard. Follow my tips. My process is write it down, say it, perform it about 100 times, going slow to fast, faster to fastest, and don't move on to an algorithm until you've 100% mastered it, and it's been a day since you learned your last one. Don't try to cram your brain with knowledge. Go an algorithm a day or less. If you go more than algorithm 1 a day, you're going to forget eventually. Now, some people won't, but do not try to cram your brain with too much knowledge. Just go 1 a day, maybe even less, maybe 1 every 2 days, and you'll definitely learn these algorithms within about a week to 3 week period. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, like, and get ready. Next Monday, most likely, 99% sure, is going to be my 2-look PLL tutorial. So now, first off, do not learn these algorithms or 4-look last layer until you know F2L, because F2L will drop your times more than 4-look last layer. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.